Would you say that's learned over time? Because in the beginning, right, when we're building businesses, growing businesses, trying to gain more clients, I mean, it's an all out sprint.
Yeah.
Like you've got to. I was listening to Barbara Corcoran. She's on Shark Tank, and she was talking about some of the worst advice she ever got when it came to business was her mom just said, why don't you just get a regular job, get a good paying job, and live your life. And she's like, no, because when you get that idea, right, for a business, you've got to go. Like you have to
Right.
strike while the iron's hot. So would you say that, you know, you learn that over time because you hit a ceiling, you're like, man, I'm not.
I think it comes and goes in phases because when the company was starting up, my perspective was I have to do 100 hours a week to make this work.
Yeah.
I have to be always doing something. I have to always be making phone calls. Everything else needs to be second right now because I'm growing my business. But then I find times even now well established, I have a client flies in and we have to get a home provisioned in 2 weeks. That's going to require a lot of hours. I'm not planning on being there 80 hours a week or having my team there a lot, but it happens. And there's going to be phases where you're going to have to really go all in for a few weeks. And then you need to step back and breathe a little bit and then refit yourself and refocus and say, okay, what's the following week's going to be like? I won't say that I grew out of wanting to work hard or do extra and more, but I think now I'm matured enough to where I can say no to certain things that I wasn't saying no to before.
Right. Yeah. It's hard to say no.
It is, but not anymore.
Right.
I mean, we're at a place now where we have let clients go. I would beg and plead and scratch and, dig in my heels to keep every single client, even though it wasn't a right fit for us. I was trying to force it. And then I realized that sometimes it just doesn't work. You can't keep forcing things that aren't positive, that aren't going to be productive. Whether the money's good or not, it's not always about the money.
Right.
It's about your basic health.
Yeah. One of the things that when my business is interviewing with a potential new client, one of the things I like to tell them is like, this is just as much as an interview for us as it is for you.
Exactly.
Because
Yep.
I've seen it where I know, like I've worked with people in the past where they're terrible. I mean, they treat their staff terrible. They have a high turnover rate. They don't pay their house staff good. They don't pay their estate manager good. They treat them like crap. And I don't know. It's just, that's not the way good business should run, right? You don't want your staff looking for extra work outside because they're miserable here. They're not paying good. And so, so we want to be able to, I don't know, kind of jive well with the client just as much as they are jiving with us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's got to work on both ends for sure.
Right. So it's a two-way street, but
yeah, every match is not made in heaven, but you have to be able to discern which is good and which is
sure.
bad,
Because like I said before, it is a demanding business as well. So you're going to have to like eat some humble pie
right. Yep.
a lot because these people have a lot of money. And if you don't give them a certain service that they're wanting, they're going to go to somebody else.
Yeah, they will. And they'll do it quickly.
And they'll do it very quickly.
Yes.
So that's great, man. So